Roman from Basketball Wise, and you have been granted all access on cherryontop.com.
I think UrbanWorld is important because it gives us an opportunity to see films made by African Americans for a variety of people, but mainly for us. It's important to have a venue where films can be seen that have been made by young, up-and-coming filmmakers, as well as filmmakers as accomplished as Nelson George and Spike Lee. So it gives an opportunity for us to be able to branch out and link up our networks, African Diaspora Film Festival, UrbanWorld Film Festival, and all the other festivals that really are important to be able to tell stories written, directed, and produced by African Americans.
We're actually going into production in 2 months on another short film, a very art house piece called Leaving Pagoda, and hopefully I'll be producing my own reality show called Tammy's World.
Oh, well, what network are you shopping Tammy's World to? VH1?
VH1. VH1 is my home, so
okay.
That's probably where they end up.
So now, how has your experience with Basketball Wise been so far?
You know, with Basketball Wise, it has been good and bad. You know, the sense that it's introduced me to a whole new generation. It's given me a platform to be out here and speak to people such as yourself has been a positive one. The only qualm I would have is that it presents us in a one-dimensional light. You know, people don't really get to see a well-rounded vision of us. So that would be my only downside. But it's reality TV, and they're in the business to make money, have ratings, and create characters. So it is what it is.
One last question I just have to ask. Did Mika really drop that lawsuit against you, or no?
I don't know what's going on with the lawsuit, so I won't really speak on it. But I know that she apparently has filed one. I just haven't been served, so I need to find out what's going on with that. I'm probably supposed to be in court somewhere, and I didn't know it.
One of your fellow film directors, which is Tyler Perry, gets a lot of flack for his, you know, what they say is buffoonery in his films. Do you think some of that criticism is deserved, or do you think as long as he's giving people of color work in Hollywood, that's all that matters?
I think they're both true. I think there's buffoonery, but I think he's giving black people work. It's a very complex question.
Anniversary of New Jack City. How does it feel for the movie to be such a classic? You have people who know the lines to the movies, people actually go on tour to see the Carter.
You know, you don't know what's going to be a classic when you do it, but you can feel there's an energy to it, and it's exciting. You know, I think what is particularly exciting is that you saw in that film, you know, what you could be. You could get with this, and you could get with that. You could be a New Jack cop. You could be a New Jack gangster, and we as human beings have free will. And I hope that people always thought about that.
8 days a week right now is probably the hottest web series on any online. It's being out every online. I don't want to brag, but I must. It's the best show out right now. It's about 6 young people who follow their dreams out to the West Coast. You know, Hollywood is the city of dreams, the city of lights and everything. So, but the show is really about 6 young people trying to become real executives, real owners, real artists, real dancers, and we take you through what really happens in LA. It's not like a reality, but it's scripted. So it's really about the real hustle, the real struggle, the real drama, happiness, love that happens in the big city of LA.
My name is Sandra Freeman. I'm here at UrbanWorld here in New York City for the New York City premiere of Kenya Rwanda. We won the World Cinema Award at Sundance this year. And I play a woman named Rose Kabuye, who's a real woman in Rwanda who helped end the genocide. She's sort of like Martin Luther King there. And this movie is not like Hotel Rwanda. This movie is much more about how did they rebuild themselves, how did these people sort of transform their lives after so much tragedy.
I got a new film coming out called Dance Fu. I wrote the film, Cedric the Entertainer, it's his directorial debut. It's about a guy that can only fight when music is playing. The film will be out October 4th. Very, very funny film. Love for y'all to check it out. Rodney Perry, Tommy Davidson, Affion Crockett. Very funny film.
Well, I just came out with a book. It's called Who's Afraid of Post-Blackness, talking about what it means to be black in America today. So that's my thing. It just came out on Tuesday. A lot of people are reading it, very excited about it. People are like, this is amazing. I interviewed 105 brilliant black people talking about what it means to be black. Skip Gates, Mabia Abu-Jamal, Malcolm Gladwell, Cornel West, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Questlove. All kinds of people are in this book. Really interesting to discussion of what it means to be black.
This is the first time it's screening. It's going to screen at Doc NYC, another really fine New York festival in November. And hopefully it'll end up on somebody's fine quality cable outlet at some point in the near future. Because I feel this is something I want a lot of young people to see. I mean, I don't want it to be something that plays at a couple of festivals and blah 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 and plays, you know, whatever. It's got to be about that for me.
I've never seen it before. I'm so much thinner. Can you tell? Wasn't 50 wonderful? Right? All the 50 stuff went somewhere else, and he was totally open and vulnerable and humble to this character.
He brought his A game to it. He really, you know, he lost the weight. He did what he needed to do. He had been shot before and been on a liquid diet. And when Lynn and I, when we shot the stuff when he was big, I mean, the brother is strong. And then he really, I mean, we saw him again.
Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. What he did was he went on a liquid diet and then he ran like 10 miles a day. So he was doing the cardio and eating very little and would just have like little bits of protein and lettuce and stuff in the evening. But I mean, he was burning it off literally. He was completely committed to the vision.
But the toughest challenge is to get folks to get home, you know, get on Twitter, get on Facebook, talk to people, because like I said, it's economic cost effect. If you don't support smart family films, you won't see them. Or you get more of the wigs and the dresses. And I don't cry to me, because we tried. So when you see something that you like, you know, get out there and listen. That's the real challenge. The making it, we have our, you know, I fight with my dad when we work together. We're always families. We're always pulling and tugging, and I look at things and go, oh wow, 50 was right about that. Oh wow, Lynn, that was great, man. I wish I had thought of that. New Jack City, same thing with Wesley. He came up with stuff like, man, I wish I could take credit for it. I couldn't. So the making of the film is one thing. It's the getting it out, especially now, that I think is the toughest part.
This is Torre.
This is Tammy Roman. My name's Cassandra Freeman.
Boy, Outrock, this is Kel Mitchell, and you're getting all access.
All access. All access.
All access.
You get an exclusive, the red carpet, the only one and only right here on CherryOnTop.com. It's the all access right here.